Hello and welcome to Plant with Matt. In this video we will take a look at Faucaria tigrina and will summarize its basic care and propagation. Faucaria tigrina is a very photogenic plant. It's an Instagram favorite and children love it too. It's easy to see why. The common name of tiger jaws is very appropriate. Despite its fearsome appearance, the teeth of Faucaria are actually soft and nothing like a cactus. This plant poses no threat to children or pets, and you can touch it without any problems. This is a succulent plant from South Africa, and like most succulents, it prefers bright light and low humidity. It's a very appealing species, and even small, single-growth plants look great. The plant's spreading habit means that it won't take long to form a clump. The overall height is a modest 10 to 12 centimeters, so this is a great plant for windowsill growing and small spaces. It doesn't like high humidity, so a drier position where other leafy plants fail may be just the place for Faucaria. Just make sure it's a well-lit position. Even direct sun is okay. If you get on well with cactus, then you should do well with this plant. It should be potted in a very free-draining compost. A cactus compost is ideal. If you don't have cactus compost, then pot into a multi-purpose compost that has had lots of extra perlite, grit, or sand added to improve drainage. Repot every 2 years. You can use any type of pot, whether plastic or clay, as long as it has drainage holes. I have potted 3 plants here in a clay pot, and I have topped them off with a layer of pumice, as I think it shows off the leaves to best effect. But do be careful if you do top off with pumice or grit, as this does make the compost harder to see and therefore harder to work out when to water. Stick your finger 5 centimeters into the compost to be sure it's dry before you water. When watering, be careful not to get too much water into the crown. It's easy to get water settling in these leaves and it can cause rot, especially in lower temperatures. If you have a long-necked watering can, then use it so you can carefully direct the water onto the compost and not onto the leaves. Water in the morning to allow the excess water to dry off by the night time. In winter, watering every 4 to 6 weeks will probably be enough, depending on temperature and light. More frequent water will be needed in the summer, and water may be needed every 10 to 20 days. Allow the compost to dry out between watering. If you are in doubt, withhold water for another week. This species is far easier to kill with overwatering rather than underwatering. They can rot surprisingly quickly and easily. A plant that is very dry will show signs of shriveling and wrinkling on the leaves, which will indicate that it is in need of water. A liquid cactus feed can be given once a month in the spring and summer growing season, diluted according to the manufacturer's instructions. If you don't have cactus fertilizer, then a houseplant fertilizer can be given instead, but I would mix it up at half strength to give a weaker feed. This is not a cold hardy plant, so you must avoid freezing temperatures. Try to maintain a year-round minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Freezing temperatures will cause severe damage and possibly the death of this plant. Faucaria tigrina does flower in the spring, and you may get a few yellow flowers that are very similar to the flowers of Delosperma. Propagation is by division of offsets. The offsets can be cut off the parent plant and potted up on their own when they have reached a size approximately 4 to 5 centimeters tall. The leaves benefit from being dusted once a month. I use moist cotton buds to gently remove dust from the center portions of the leaves. Pests and disease are not a particular problem, but do watch out for mealybugs. If you do see mealybugs, then treat by spraying with horticultural soap. Faucaria tigrina is probably my favourite of all the succulents, and I would recommend it to all. It's an easy plant to grow as long as you get the watering right. With its scary appearance, it really is a fun plant and a talking point. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. I really appreciate your support. And please subscribe if you'd like to see more of my plant videos. Thanks again, and I look forward to bringing you the next video soon.